In this lesson, you will learn how to allow a student to continue to work once resources are exhausted in MyFoundationsLab. Because of the nature of subjects like reading and writing, activities are not unlimited because they can't be algorithmically generated like problems in math can. Because of this, some students will exhaust all the resources in those subjects before they reach a mastery status that an instructor or course manager has defined. When this happens to a student, the instructor will receive an alert to let them know that a student has exhausted resources. Once you're in the gradebook and the content area you're interested in, if you'll look in the column under alerts, you will see a link for exhausted resources. If a number other than 0 appears to the right of exhausted resources, that means that there are students in the class who have exhausted all the resources before reaching mastery status. Click that link to see the list of names of all students who have exhausted resources. Shown here under Exhausted Resources, you will see a list of students' names and the topic where they have exhausted the resources and the date on which those resources were exhausted. So in this case, we see students who have exhausted these topics in Writing Section 1 Basic Grammar. We can switch to other sections where resources have been exhausted by selecting those from the drop-down menu and clicking Go. The names of students, along with the topics that they have exhausted the resources on, and the date will appear. If a student has exhausted resources, there are 3 actions you can take. Choosing from the Actions drop-down menu, you can manage the attempts for the student by selecting Manage Attempts and clicking Go. And here you can allow the student to have more attempts, or you can remove all attempts and scores that they've previously had. You may also choose to email the student to let them know what action you have taken. And finally, you may archive this exhausted resources notice so that it will no longer appear in your list, and then if you want to go back and view any actions you've taken before, you can click on View Archived Alerts and you can see them there.